a flying, grotesque humanoid creature that looks like a mixture of a Minoc and a bat. Obi-Wan's clone troopers open fire on it, but it simply eats the blaster bolts, then slashes one of the troopers across the chest, penetrating his armor. The scratch he received has infected him. Before he gets a chance to infect Obi-Wan, another clone trooper stuns him with a blaster shot in the back. The Jedi then head to the Dark Lord's lair. Obi-Wan is convinced he knows who they will find within the walls, Count Dooku. And indeed, that is who stands there waiting for him. But when they confront the Count, the Sith Lord explains he is merely a guest. It's not him who's the Dark Lord. Then enters a much larger and broader version of the humanoid bat-like creatures, Ravna, Lord of Darkness. The two Jedi spring into action and whirl their lightsabers, but then, like with the blaster bolts before, Ravna simply absorbs Obi-Wan's blade into his huge fanged mouth and slams the Jedi to the door. Adi swings her blade to strike the Dark Lord from behind, but before she can do anything, is overwhelmed by Force lightning from Dooku. Seeing Dooku's display of power, Ravna wonders if perhaps he should feast on the Sith Lord too. Dooku reminds him about their agreement to help destroy the Jedi. In exchange, the Sith will allow Ravna to swarm free. Obi-Wan pleads with Dooku that millions will die if he goes through with this, whereas Dooku is amused by Obi-Wan, and he tells him it will be millions of clones. All it will take is for just one infected trooper to be dropped off behind enemy lines, and the infection would spread like wildfire, draining the Republic's defenses of power within hours and uniting the galaxy by ending the Clone Wars with just one scratch. Then, in classic villainy behavior, Ravna adds that the galaxy will be united under him, not the Sith, and slashes Dooku. The infection spreads immediately within the Sith Lord, and he rises as one of Ravna's creatures. The Lord of Darkness commands Dooku to recruit the Jedi generals and tells him that the Jedi and the Sith will now fully be united in his service. Dooku goes to carry out his new master's commands, while Ravna's other creatures are holding the two of them down. But when Obi-Wan begins to mock Dooku, calling him a puppet and a pathetic weak-minded fool, easily controlled, the attack on his ego works, and the Count is able to momentarily hold off Ravna's control over him. Answering Obi-Wan's insults with, "How many times must I tell you, Kenobi? Do not underestimate the power of the dark side." He swings around at Ravna and unleashes a storm of Force lightning at him and his creatures. It doesn't hurt them, but they are incapacitated as they absorb the massive amounts of energy. Dooku can't fight off Ravna's mind control forever, and tells Obi-Wan to hurry, but bury them while they feed on his lightning. Obi-Wan, seeing that the Citadel is old and already partially collapsing, decides to give it a helping hand. So both he and Adi use the Force to tear the foundations apart. The whole building collapses, entombing Ravna forever, and with that, his malignant influence is broken. The clone trooper returns to normal, his slaves, the other creatures, and Dooku are free.